All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Heartland Championship Wrestling. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live from the Dave Cave on WrestleMania weekend. How about that? Welcome, one and all. Already a great crowd lining up in the chat room. Neil Lau first in line, Kathy Evans, Philip Reynolds. Welcome, everybody. I know we usually go at 6 o'clock Central, but tonight wanted to get it going early so that we can get to WrestleMania. It starts in just about 1 hour from now. So thank you all for tuning in. I'll be catching WrestleMania off and on. I'm going to have it on my tablet, and when the cool stuff happens, I'll tune in. But probably not going to catch all 6 or 8 hours over the next 2 nights. But here tonight in the Dave Cave, we are ready with some action from Pro Wrestling Mid-America. Mark Ferguson now jumping in. And as we get things started, just wanted to offer a word of condolence. It has been a sad time here in the Dave Cave this week, as we mourn the passing of my dear friend Sam Pearson. Sam was not a wrestling fan per se, but a member of my online Stratomatic Basketball League and a dear friend of the channel. Lovely, lovely man out in the DC area, passed away this week due to complications of pneumonia and diabetes. Sam was a great dude. Loved basketball, loved Star Wars. I visited Sam out in D.C. on a number of occasions, and Sam was the proud owner of his own man cave that he referred to as the Fortress of Solitude. And the Fortress of Solitude was a wonderful place, and in many ways the Fortress of Solitude, owned and operated by Sam Pearson, was the inspiration for the Dave Cave. He had all his memorabilia stacked up and lined up in the Fortress of Solitude. One wall was entirely given to NBA basketball, which we both love, and the other wall was all about Star Wars and his comic book collection. Great comic book collector, great Star Wars fan, and great NBA basketball fan, gamer, Stratomatic player extraordinaire. Rest in peace, my dear friend Sam Pearson. You are missed. So yeah, thank you for indulging me in that moment. But just every time I come to the Dave Cave, my good friend Sam is in my heart. As we bid farewell to Sam and his Fortress of Solitude and his legendary gaming and basketball and comic book presence. All right, so with that, we are ready to get started with some wrestling here tonight from Heartland Championship Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Mid-America. We are coming to you from Kansas City. Memorial Hall is the site for all of tonight's action. Our main event will be a tag team contest, a number 1 contenders match for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. It is Jack and Jerry Briscoe who own those titles, and tonight in our main event it will be the British Bulldogs taking on the New Age Outlaws for the championship, or for the right to face the Briscoe brothers for that championship at our April Heartland YouTube production event, the next hype show. We don't have pay-per-views, we have hype shows here in the Dave Cave, and our next hype show will feature one of the teams. Whoever wins tonight's main event will be wrestling for the NWA World Tag Team Championship at our next hype show. And with that, we are ready to get started with tonight's opening televised match. As we say hello to Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mike Bose, welcome to the chat room, along with Jay Randus. Welcome one and all to tonight's action. All right, our opening televised matchup tonight. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Disqualification rules are in effect for this one. Even though it is a showdown, it is a standard pro wrestling mid-America match. This will count towards the standings. This will count towards the opportunity to become the #1 contender here in pro wrestling mid-America. But these guys are longtime hated rivals, and much of their animosity has spilled over into a feud of factions that we have seen blow up over the past 3 months or so here in Pro Wrestling Mid-America. Introducing first from Charlotte, North Carolina. He stands at 5'11". He weighs 251 pounds. He is accompanied to the ring by Jimmy Hart. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jackie Fargo. So Jackie Fargo set to open things up here in tonight's first matchup. And his opponent comes to you from San Antonio, Texas. He stands at 6 foot tall. He weighs 220 pounds. This is Shawn Michaels. So the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, facing off against Jackie Fargo in tonight's opening contest with Jimmy Hart at ringside. And as you may recall, Shawn Michaels, not somebody who was traditionally appreciated by the fans around Pro Wrestling Mid-America. Pretty much a cocky, arrogant heel. But up in the Buckeye Bowl, it was Michaels who accidentally got hold of the megaphone owned by Jimmy Hart. And in attempting to use that megaphone, he accidentally clocked Jackie Fargo with that megaphone and pitched Fargo out of the ring and out of the Buckeye Bowl. And these two have been on a somewhat of a collision course ever since. Jackie Fargo and the men of his faction, known as Whatever We Want, or 3W for short, have been on the warpath trying to get their hands on Shawn Michaels. Michaels has been bobbing and weaving and ducking. And they finally caught up to him and were fixing to lay a beating on Shawn Michaels when Nikita Koloff and the crew from Justice for All came to the rescue, and they have formed an uneasy alliance with Shawn Michaels. But tonight it is Michaels standing on his own against Jackie Fargo with Jimmy Hart at ringside in our opening contest. And with that, we are ready to roll. Literally ready to roll. Opening initiative roll is in play. And the opening initiative roll is won by Jackie Fargo. They come together in the center of the ring, and Fargo catches a side headlock. Fargo works that headlock. And now, just rakes the face of Shawn Michaels. Referee was checking the headlock to make sure it wasn't a choke, and Fargo just took advantage of the distraction and went right to the eyes. And that is why Jackie Fargo is A, hated, and B, very successful. And now a big right hand from Jackie Fargo puts Michaels on his keister. Jackie going on a quick cover. The pin roll here will be Snake Eyes, but on a roll of 7, Michaels able to kick out. And to his feet comes Michaels, but Jackie Fargo is on him. And Fargo is going to pitch Michaels out of the ring and down to the arena floor. To the arena floor we go for the first time. Michaels, a B-rated performer out there. Jackie Fargo is an A. And on a roll of 9, it is Jackie Fargo winning the brawl on the arena floor with an Irish whip into the ring barricade. Michaels crashing into that barricade hard. Crawling his way back into the ring where Jackie Fargo is waiting. And now it is going to be Fargo with a choice H maneuver. He can go death jump or he can go agility. Oh my goodness, Michaels with an agility of -4, so we're not going to try that. And it is going to be Jackie Fargo going up for the death jump. And on a roll of 6, it is Jackie Fargo who goes up to the top turnbuckle, and Michaels caught him. Michaels caught him and slammed Jackie Fargo down hard to the canvas. Michaels now in control. Michaels with a chance to do some damage, and now it is Michaels who is going to go for a figure 4 leg lock. This is a choice E maneuver. Choice E He will need 9 or lower to complete the figure 4 leg lock, and he's got it cinched in. And he is going to try for a submission here on Jackie Fargo. The submission roll will be snake eyes, but on a roll of 6, Fargo able to make his way to the bottom rope and force the hold to be broken. And now both men have absorbed a point of fatigue early on in this match. Michael's now in control. As Fargo gets to his feet, Michael's going for sweet chin music, and pow, he nailed it. Down goes Fargo. The pin roll here is 6, and that means Jimmy Hart is going to get himself involved. And on a roll of 7, Hart jumps on the ring apron and distracts the referee while the megaphone falls into the ring. Both men dive for the megaphone, roll 1 die to determine who gets control of the megaphone. So let's see, Jackie Fargo takes a point of fatigue there. And now on a roll of even, it will be Jackie Fargo who gets the megaphone. And on a roll of 6, Fargo gets the megaphone and nails Shawn Michaels right between the eyes with the megaphone. There is no disqualification on this, as Jimmy Hart had the referee tied up. So Fargo nails Michaels with the megaphone. That cost Michaels a point of fatigue. Jackie Fargo in control and has gone for another ringside weapon. So the referee putting the microphone out of the ring, and Jimmy Hart passes Jackie Fargo a baseball bat, and Fargo nails him with the baseball bat. And that is another add 1 for Shawn Michaels. Will we see a disqualification here? There's one roll of 5 or lower. If this roll is 5 or lower, it is a DQ. But on a roll of 12, Jackie Fargo got away with it. And Shawn Michaels has been stunned by that baseball bat. And now here comes Nikita Koloff to ringside. He doesn't like what he sees. But Fargo is in control. Fargo going for the atomic drop. That is a +2 finisher. The pin roll here is 7 or lower. Nikita Koloff trying to get the attention of the referee. The referee does not give attention to Nikita Koloff. That would have taken a roll of 2 to 6. And now Michaels will be pinned on a roll of 7 or lower. And on a roll of 6, he got him. So Jackie Fargo with a megaphone shot and a baseball bat and a ringside weapon. And now the atomic drop. Fargo is your winner. And Jimmy Hart is jubilant at ringside as his shenanigans have paid off. Nikita Koloff too late to save Shawn Michaels. And Jackie Fargo gets the pinfall after the atomic drop. So score 1 for Jackie Fargo. And now it is Shawn Michaels and Nikita Koloff having some tense words, as Michaels wants to know why Nikita Koloff didn't get there soon enough. And some tension between Shawn Michaels and Nikita Koloff as Jackie Fargo takes the win and Jimmy Hart celebrates. So that is our opening matchup of the night. Congratulations, I suppose, to Jackie Fargo on his victory. And now we will move on to our next contest. As soon as I get me a swig of Diet Mountain Dew, got to keep the whistle wet for this for the broadcast. There we go, that good old Mountain Dew. Heartland Championship Wrestling in the Dave Cave, brought to you by Diet Mountain Dew. And now, ladies and gentlemen, next up we have a singles match. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Disqualification rules will be in effect for this one. This is a standard singles match. This is a qualifying match. The winner of this will get a #1 Contenders match and get in the line to challenge Barry Windham for the for the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, Two popular competitors set to square off here tonight. Coming to the ring first from the Jersey Shore. He stands at 6'5", weighs 253 pounds. This is the one and only Diamond Dallas Page. Diamond Dallas Page coming down to ringside to face his opponent from Sarasota, Florida. He stands at 6'1", weighs 248 pounds. He is none other than the Macho Man, Randy Savage. So Randy Savage squaring off against Diamond Dallas Page in our next contest. As we prepare for action. How's everybody doing tonight in the chat room? The chatter has gone quiet as everybody has said their introductions and said their hellos and settled in for tonight's action. We've got 6 folks in the chat room according to my YouTube list. And so love to hear how everything is going for everybody. And your plans, if any, for WrestleMania. Who's going to watch, who's going to tune in, who's going to catch the highlights later on down the line, and who's just not interested. It's up to you all. Talk amongst yourselves. As Randy Savage and Diamond Dallas Page are set to square off, and the opening initiative role is won by Diamond Dallas Page. And Page comes right out and attempts a side slam. That is a choice A maneuver. So he'll either need a whip to the ropes on A or a power roll of 7 or lower. So he's going to go for a side slam on 7 or lower. Excuse me. And he hits the side slam, and Savage is down, but quickly back up to his feet as they come back together in the center of the ring. And now it is Savage firing off some quick jabs that stun Diamond Dallas Page. Page absorbs a couple of those jabs, stands his ground, and as they come together again, it is Savage going for a suplex. Stunned him, picked him up, and jumped him down onto the canvas hard with a vertical suplex. Page is down, slowly getting to his feet. And coming up next is Savage with a rope straddle. Choking Diamond Dallas Page across the middle rope. Savage is loved by the fans, but not afraid to disregard the rule book when it is in his best interest. As Savage now with a big elbow to the head, stunning Diamond Dallas. Referee separating them, but it is Savage staying on the attack, and now Savage just jams his knee into the head of Diamond Dallas Page as Page was trying to get free of the ring ropes. And Page goes down. Savage with a chance to do some damage here. He's got him up for a pile driver. Page with a chance to reverse that. Page has a mechanic here on level 3 defense. Roll 2 dice. If the roll is 10 to 12, then Page can counter the knee drop with a diamond cutter. And on 7, that's not going to happen. So Page absorbs the knee drop, Page absorbs the pile driver. Didn't get all of it as Page tried to escape. But Page is down and Savage is still in control with another big elbow to the head. And coming back is the Macho Man with a running knee to the back. And Savage has got Page down again. What's Savage going to do here? He's going to go for a flying axe handle. Once per match, he can do this to the opponent on the arena floor and add 1 to the opponent's pin rating. So Page eats that big flying axe handle off of the top turnbuckle onto the arena floor. And Page is stunned. And he just crawls back into the ring helplessly where Savage is ready to do some damage. And boy, who doesn't forget that that big move when Savage came off the top turnbuckle, flying through the air and nailed his opponent with a double axe handle blow. What a visual spectacle that was. That was back in the 80s before everybody was coming off the top rope and over the top rope. And you know, he was Flippy Dippy before Flippy Dippy was cool. And Savage just nailed Diamond Dallas Page with that one. And now Savage going for the vaulting neck snap. And across the top rope, Diamond Dallas Page, his neck snaps hard. And Page now is going to roll out of the ring and down to the arena floor. But on the arena floor, it is going to be Savage winning the brawl on the arena floor with a suplex onto the concrete. Wow, Savage keeping the pressure on with a big suplex. Diamond Dallas Page is hurting. And Savage with a chance to do some more damage here as he goes for another pile driver. And Savage coming back with an elbow to the head. Page is still hurt. And Savage follows that up with the big neck breaker clothesline, bounding off the ropes and just nails Diamond Dallas Page with the clothesline. Savage now in control once again, a chance to do some more damage here. And he is going for another vaulting neck snap and another hard blow suffered by Page across the neck as he fights to regain his bearings and get his breath again. And now Page is going to leave the ring once again to avoid a pile driver. But on the arena floor, once again, it is Savage winning the brawl on the arena floor with a backdrop onto the announcer's table. It has been nothing but macho mayhem here in this match with Diamond Dallas Page on the receiving end. What is Savage going to do now? He's going up for the flying elbow. The pinfall here is 7 as Savage soars through the air, makes the cover, and on a roll of 12, Diamond Dallas Page able to get that left shoulder out of there. I don't believe it. The fans here in Kansas City don't believe it. The Macho Man doesn't believe it. He hit the elbow, but Page gets the shoulder up, and this match will continue. Savage now going for another flying axe handle, and Page again going to roll out of the ring and down to the arena floor. And once again, it is Macho Man winning the brawl on the arena floor with a diving clothesline off the ring apron that just turns Diamond Dallas Page inside out on the concrete. Savage has got everything working his way. Another big flying axe handle coming up here. Page with a chance to reverse. Unable to do so as he takes that flying axe handle. Savage stays on the offense with another big knee drop. Savage just punishing Diamond Dallas Page, beating him pillar to post. Here is a big running knee to the back of Diamond Dallas Page. Savage again going for the cover. The pinroll here 5 or lower. And on a roll of 7, Page again able to kick out. The resiliency that Diamond Dallas Page has shown here has been impressive. Although Page has accomplished nothing else in this match other than to prove to the world his ability to take a beating. Macho Man again in control. Macho Man with another flying axe handle. Page down on the canvas again. Macho Man going for another pile driver. Page trying to sneak free. And Savage staying in control here and again choking Diamond Dallas Page on the middle rope. Referee puts on the count as Diamond Dallas Page is gasping for breath. Savage still in control. Another running knee to the back. Page gets up to his hands and knees. Another big neck breaker clothesline delivered by Savage. Again he goes for the cover. This time the pin roll is 6 or lower, and on a roll of 6, finally he got him. Boy, Macho Man Randy Savage dominated that match, and he is now in line for a #1 contender shot, winning that with a neck breaker clothesline. Score the victory for the Macho Man Randy Savage. Diamond Dallas Page, thanks for coming, and we hope your medical insurance bills are paid. After the brutal beating we just witnessed Diamond Dallas Page absorb at the hands of one Macho Man Randy Savage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Hello, says Cleveland Baseball Fan 2. Says Cleveland Baseball Fan 879. Presumably when Diamond Dallas Page was able to kick out of the flying elbows smash, but all that did was get him a little bit worse of a beatdown before the inevitable 3 count. All right, a little bit of a glitch in the sound experienced by Mark Ferguson, but everybody seems to be doing okay here. And here we have Michael Brada also joining us. Who needs WrestleMania when we got Heartland? Well, thank you. That's That's very kind words from you, Michael. And as I mentioned at the top of the show, coming on a little early tonight so that we can catch some of WrestleMania here in the Dave Cave. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your following contest is scheduled for one fall with no disqualification. This is a grudge match. No holds barred and no disqualification. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. From Borger, Texas, he stands at 6'3", weighing 322 pounds. This is the Lariat, Stan Hansen. And his opponent comes to you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He stands at 5'11" and weighs 235 pounds. He is the Hitman, Bret Hart. So Bret Hart coming out against Stan Hansen here tonight as the feud continues between these two factions. Bret Hart, of course, representing justice for all. Stan Hansen representing whatever we want. J for A against 3W here tonight in Kansas City. And the Hitman has had his own controversy within the ranks of J for A when Hitman didn't want to come out and have the back of Shawn Michaels earlier this month when it was Michaels in a grudge match situation. Now we've got Hart in a grudge match of his own, and he has by his side Nikita Koloff. And we've got Ole Anderson also coming out to second Stan Hansen. So this could turn ugly, as the Hitman and the Lariat are set to square off, and it is the Hitman winning the opening initiative role. And Hitman comes out with a headlock takeover. Hansen immediately down to the canvas, as Hart stays in control with a big reverse atomic drop. Hansen into the corner and slowly making his way back out to the center of the ring. Hansen is more of a brawler, but Hart's going to try and slow him down and keep this match on a technical level where Hart would indeed have the advantage as he hits another reverse atomic drop. Hansen came at him with a clothesline. Hart ducked under, got behind him, and picked him up for another reverse atomic drop. And now it is Hart who is going to go for a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Stan Hansen, and on a roll of 7, it is a running back elbow delivered by Bret Hart that stuns Stan Hansen. And Hart is going to attempt to follow that up with a knee to the stomach. This is a choice F maneuver, and he will need a roll of 8 or lower to complete the knee to the gut, and he is able to do that. And Hansen is still stunned. Hart still controlling the pace of this match. And this time Hart is going for a shoulder tackle. That is a power move, and that's not going to work as Hansen stands his ground. And now Hansen fires back, and it is Hansen with a big boot to the midsection. Toe to toe they stand in the center of the ring. Hart comes at him with a reverse chin lock, and again Hansen is taken down to the canvas. And the technical expertise of Bret Hart still controlling the pace of this match, as Hart now goes to maintain that reverse chin lock. And now it is Hart going to try that knee to the stomach again. And again, it is Hansen who powers out of that. And Hansen with a big elbow drop after knocking Hart to the canvas. Big elbow drop stuns Bret Hart. Hart is down, and Hansen now is in control. And Hansen going right for the big lariat. That +3 finisher. The pin roll here is 4. And on a roll of 7, Hart able to kick out. But Hansen made a powerful statement with a powerful lariat indeed. And Hansen now is going to pitch Hart out of the ring and down to the arena floor. And here we go. And on a roll of 5, that is the double DQ roll. There are no disqualifications in this match, so we will go odd even to see who wins the brawl. Hart will have the even roll. And on a roll of 2, indeed, it is Bret Hart who wins the brawl on the arena floor and body slams Stan Hansen onto the arena floor. Hansen came at him. Hart went down low and used his leverage to pick Hansen up and slam him down to the concrete. And now Hart is going to keep things on the arena floor. And we are going to see shenanigans. right off the bat, we go to the out of the ring again chart. And that is a D12 roll executed by Bret Hart, and it is going to be outside interference. Outside interference is rolled. Oops. And it will be Ole Anderson getting involved in this one already. There will be no disqualifications here, as Anderson trying to do his damage to Bret Hart on the arena floor. And when we go to the outside interference chart, the roll is 7. Your ally attacks the opponent and a brawl results. There is no disqualification, so again we go odd even. And on the even roll, it will be Anderson winning the brawl. And this time on a roll of 5, Bret Hart wins the brawl on the arena floor, so Hart was ready for him. And he turns back the attack of Ole Anderson and turns his attention back to Stan Hansen, and he is now going to go up for a death jump. So Hart just slugged Ole Anderson on the arena floor. Now going up for a death jump on Hansen, and he nails him with a flying clothesline off of the top turnbuckle. Hart in control. Hart now going for an elbow drop from the second rope. And he got him again right across the side of the head. Hansen slowly trying to get to his feet, as Hitman takes control and dumps him down again with another reverse atomic drop. And now it is Hart going for a bulldog and drives the head of Stan Hansen into the canvas. Hansen still trying to fight back, and now it is Hart going to the backbreaker, down hard across the knee. Hart's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is Snake Eyes, and on a roll of 9, Hansen able to kick out. But Hart with that backbreaker has finally scored his first point of fatigue against his opponent, and now it is Hart going up for a superplex over and down hard to the canvas. Hansen had a notion of getting out of the ring. Hart caught him, put him up on the top turnbuckle, up, over, and down hard with that superplex. Hart still in control, and now Hart going up for another death jump. Another death jump coming up here, but on a roll of 11, that's a big roll for Bret Hart on the death jump, as he hits Stan Hansen with a perfect cross-body block off the top rope. He goes for the cover. The pin roll here is 3. And on a roll of 10, Hansen easily able to kick out. Hansen showing signs of frustration, but Hart is in control. And now it is Hart going for the sharpshooter. Sharpshooter applied by the Hitman. The finishing roll here will be 7. And now it is Jimmy Hart's turn to get involved. What is Hart going to do? On a roll of 4, Hart smashes his wrestler's opponent with the megaphone. So Hansen takes a point of fatigue for the sharpshooter. Bret Hart gets nailed by the megaphone. That's going to cost him a point of fatigue, and now it is Hansen going for the cover. On a roll of 3 or lower, Hart is able to kick out, but Hansen is now in control, and Hansen is now going up for a death jump of his own. Hansen going up to the top rope, and on a roll of 6, he nails him with a slingshot elbow drop, and Hitman is down and stays down. And now it is the Brazos Valley backbreaker delivered by Stan Hansen. Hansen again goes for the cover. The pin roll is 3, and on a roll of 11, Hart is able to kick out. It is mano a mano in the ring, as Hansen and Hart duke it out, and now Hansen hits the lariat. That is a +3 finisher. The pin roll now is 7, and on a roll of 10, Hart able to kick out again. Hart busted open by that lariat shot, as Hansen remains in control, and Hansen now is going to take things back out of the ring and down to the arena floor. And on a roll of 5, that is once again the double DQ. There is no DQ here. And on a roll of 2, again, it is Bret Hart winning the brawl on the arena floor and drop kicking Stan Hansen over the security railing. What an alert move by Bret Hart. Hansen and Hart battling it out, as Hansen crawls back into the ring. Hart catches him with a stomp to the midsection. Hart follows that up with a punch to the side of the head. Hansen and Hart toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. Hitman taking the offensive with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Stan Hansen, And on a roll of 5, it is a running shoulder block by Stan Hansen that takes Bret Hart down to the canvas. Both these men are exhausted. Hansen going for a snapmare into his sleeper hold. Trying to slow the pace of this match down. Hansen wants to do some more damage, and now a Borger body slam executed by Hansen. Hart rolls out of the ring and down to the arena floor. And this time on a roll of 4, it is Bret Hart who grabs the leg of Stan Hansen and dumps him out of the ring, followed by a cannonball off the ring apron. Bret Hart going for broken, doing his damage here. Hart and Hansen duking it out once again. Another stomp to the midsection. Hart follows that up with another punch to the side of the head. Back and forth we go. An attempt at a knee to the stomach, a choice F maneuver. And he hits it. And Hansen is still staggered in the center of the ring, but on his feet. Hart catches a front face lock. Both these men are gassed. Headlock takeover attempted. Hansen not going to go down. And instead it is Hansen with a mighty, mighty vertical suplex, taking Hart over and down to the canvas. Hansen now in control. Hansen with a series of kicks to the back. And he is now going to try another big kick to the head, but he missed the kick to the head on a choice C maneuver. Hart ducks out of the way of that, and it's Hart with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Hansen, and Hart hits him with a drop kick down to the lower legs, taking Hansen down to the canvas. Hart dumping Hansen with a bulldog. Another bulldog, and now Hart is going for the cover after a pair of bulldogs. The pin roll here 5 or lower, and on a roll of 5, he got him. How about that? Bret the Hitman Hart survives and catches the pinfall on Stan Hansen after a couple of bulldogs. Bret Hart is your winner. Celebration in the ring. Hansen rolling out down to the arena floor. As Hansen is being consoled by Ole Anderson and by Jimmy Hart. They did everything they could to turn the tide in this match, but in the end, it was Bret Hart who manned up and took the victory after a couple of bulldogs. Took Hansen down to the mat and kept him there. So Bret Hart gets the win, and Nikita Koloff in the ring celebrating with him. And now as we head backstage, words are being exchanged between Shawn Michaels and Nikita Koloff and Bret Hart. Michaels still unhappy that Nikita was late to the party during Michaels' match, but he was there to watch the back of the Hitman Bret Hart. And some jealousy and still some harsh words among the members of J4A, Justice for All. As Bret the Hitman Hart wins tonight, Shawn Michaels loses tonight, and still some raw nerves among the members of Justice for All as a result of that situation. As we say hello to Bear 805. Good evening to you, my friend, and welcome to the Dave Cave for tonight's presentation of Heartland Championship Wrestling from Kansas City. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Disqualification rules will be in effect, as this match is a number 1 contenders match for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 269 pounds, collectively known as the British Bulldogs, from Manchester, England, the Dynamite Kid, and his tag team partner from Leeds, England, Davey Boy Smith. So Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid, the British Bulldogs, currently your reigning Patriot Tag Team Champions. And in that capacity, they have earned a #1 contenders match for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. But their opponents, equally popular, if not more so, as they prepare their introduction to come down to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the New Age Outlaws coming to the ring. The Road Dogg, Jesse James, the Badass, Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. All right, so there we have it. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn to face off with Dynamite Kid and Davey Boy Smith in this #1 contenders match for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. This match has championship implications, so we will use the championship dice for this match. And it looks like it will be the Road Dogg to start things off against Davey Boy Smith. This should be a very, very good battle of two accomplished and well-liked and well-respected tag teams here in the Heartland. As the opening initiative role is won by the Road Dogg. They come together in the center of the ring, and it is Road Dogg catching a side headlock. Davey Boy not able to reach over and make the tag, as now Road Dogg attempts the knee lift. That's a power move, and Davey Boy has the power advantage in this match, so he is able to avoid the knee lift, and instead it is Davey Boy who shoves Road Dogg off and into the ropes. Off the ropes comes the Road Dogg, and on a roll of 7, it is a shoulder block delivered by Davey Boy that takes Road Dogg back down to the mat. Davey Boy now in control, and he is going to go for another whip to the ropes. And this time Road Dogg comes off the ropes, drops down, comes off the other side. And on a roll of 4, it is Davey Boy who sets his head too soon. And Road Dogg just grabs him by the hair on his head and throws him face first into his own knee. Brutal knee smash delivered by the Road Dogg. And Davey Boy Smith is down. Road Dogg now in control, going to the sleeper hold. Road Dogg has got the sleeper locked in. Davey Boy able to struggle free. But Road Dogg still in control, and Road Dogg now going to go for a Choice B maneuver. Choice B will either be turnbuckle A or an agility move of 6 or lower. So he'll go with the whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Davey Boy Smith. And on a roll of 7, it is Davey Boy who grabs the reversal and sends Road Dogg into the turnbuckle. Road Dogg going into the turnbuckle, and on a roll of 8, it is a big kick delivered by Davey Boy Smith. And Road Dogg is stunned. Davey Boy going to tag Dynamite Kid into this match for the first time. And Dynamite Kid comes in with a big front drop kick. And that takes Road Dogg out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Out of the ring we go. Dynamite Kid with the advantage. But oh, on a roll of 2, it is Road Dogg who wins the brawl on the arena floor and drop kicks Dynamite Kid over the security railing. Good alert move there by the Road Dogg. Outlaws now have the advantage, and as Dynamite Kid comes back into the ring, it is Road Dogg catching Dynamite with a sleeper hold. Sleeper hold applied. Dynamite Kid trying to fight his way free. And now it is the James Gang pounce delivered by Road Dogg. Dynamite got his way free. Road Dogg came off of the top rope and slammed his shoulder right into the head of Dynamite Kid, taking him back down to the canvas yet again. Road Dogg going to follow that up with another whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes the Dynamite Kid. And on a roll of 10, it is the double big specialty move. Road Dogg with the better turnbuckle rating takes control and has the opportunity here to do some damage. As Road Dogg caught Dynamite Kid, and now it is the pump handle slam, the finisher. Actually, in tag team matches, if the opponent has at least 3 fatigue tokens, they can use the James Gang ambush. No, this will just be the pump handle slam, a +1 finisher. So Dynamite Kid will be pinned on a roll of 3 or lower, and on a roll of 7, it is Dynamite kicking out. But now it is going to be a double team as Billy Gunn hits the ring for the first time. And we're going to see some double team action here delivered by the New Age Outlaws. And on a roll of 7, it is a bone crunching double clothesline delivered to Dynamite Kid. Dynamite Kid is down, and Billy Gunn now in control. And Billy Gunn is going to go for a choice F maneuver, choice F. And he will need a roll of 7 or lower to complete this knee lift. But on a roll of 8, Dynamite Kid dodges the knee lift, and it is Dynamite with an opening, and he is going to try and take Kip James down with a snapmare, but is unable to do so. Dwayne March joins us here into the Dave Cave. Hello to you, my friend, Dwayne March. Billy Gunn now in control, and Billy Gunn with a big clothesline nails the Dynamite Kid, but the Dynamite Kid fires right back. Dynamite Kid comes at him with a backhand chop. Toe to toe we go in the center of the ring. Dynamite now with a knee drop. Billy Gunn gets out of the way of the knee drop, and Billy Gunn with a hip toss. Dynamite Kid blocks the hip toss. And it is Dynamite Kid now with a front drop kick that stuns Billy Gunn, and Dynamite Kid has control for the moment. Dynamite Kid comes back at Billy Gunn with a falling headbutt and got him right on the shoulder. Billy Gunn is stunned, and now a snap suplex takes Billy Gunn over and down to the canvas hard. Billy Gunn now is going to roll out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Out of the ring we go again, and on a roll of 7, it is Dynamite Kid going to win the brawl on the arena floor with a cannonball off of the ring apron. So Dynamite going all out here against Billy Gunn. And now we're going to see a double team executed by the British Bulldogs, and they hit that same running double clothesline. Billy Gunn is down, and Davey Boy Smith now is in control as the Bulldogs go for the double headbutt. That's an add 1 move. Davey Boy now going for the cover. The pin roll here will be 4 or lower, and on a roll of 8, Billy Gunn able to kick out, but he feeling the effects of that double headbutt. As Davey Boy is now in control, what's he going to do? He is going to take things out of the ring once again and down to the arena floor as the intensity level of this match has picked up. And on a roll of 6, that is the best man wins roll. These two men have even ratings on the arena floor, so it will be Davey Boy Smith winning that brawl and just hurling Billy Gunn into the crowd. Wow. The crowd loves Billy Gunn, but not necessarily when he is landing in their laps. As Billy able to desperately get his way back into the ring where Davey Boy is waiting. And now it is the Tower of London. That's the +3 tag finisher. The pin roll here will be 8. Can Billy Gunn make the save? On the pin save chart, on a roll of 5, Billy Gunn is saved by his partner. As the 3 count is broken alertly by the Road Dogg. But the Bulldogs now are in control. Billy Gunn still in trouble. And now we're going to see another double team move as Road Dogg is put out of the ring. And on a roll of 9, it is Davey Boy Smith holding on to Billy Gunn while the Dynamite Kid comes off the ropes with a forearm smash that stuns Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn is stunned. Dynamite Kid in control. And now a gut wrench suplex executed by Dynamite Kid on Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn going out of the ring yet again. Are we going to go shenanigans? We are not. As Billy Gunn on the out of the ring roll again, it is Dynamite Kid going to win the brawl on the arena floor and slam Billy Gunn onto the announcer's table. Wow, we've seen everything in this match. Dynamite Kid now in control, going for a hooking clothesline, and that is going to again send Billy Gunn over the top rope and down to the arena floor. Billy Gunn on the floor, just going to crawl back into the ring where Dynamite Kid is waiting. Another double teaming opportunity for the Bulldogs, and on a roll of 7, it is another bone-crunching double clothesline delivered by Dynamite and Davey Boy. Davey Boy now in control. Davey Boy going for a death jump. He's going up for the death jump. And on a roll of 6, it is Davey Boy who hits a big missile dropkick Off the top turnbuckle, once again, Billy Gunn is down. Billy Gunn in all kinds of trouble here. And we're going to see Road Dogg hit the ring and try and turn the momentum for his partner on the tag team interference chart. And on a roll of 7, all 4 wrestlers hit the ring, and we go to a gut check. All 4 wrestlers have hit the ring. Gut check roll in effect. And 11 for the Outlaws, 10 for the Bulldogs. But the Bulldogs do have the advantage because of the added fatigue tokens. So that gives the gut check roll to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs win the brawl in the ring, and they will maintain control of this match. As Davey Boy has the opportunity, here is the Tower of London yet again. Another +3 finisher. The pin roll now 9 or lower. Can Billy Gunn survive? And on a roll of 7, he is pinned. So congratulations to the British Bulldogs, Dynamite Kid and Davey Boy Smith, as they get the win over the New Age Outlaws in this one. And it will be the British Bulldogs challenging Jack and Jerry Briscoe for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. All right. So congratulations to Dynamite Kid and Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldogs. They are your new #1 contenders for the NWA World Tag Team Championship as a result of their victory in tonight's main event. And that will bring this show to a close with 7 minutes to spare before the beginning of WrestleMania. So thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. If you're watching WrestleMania, please enjoy. Some of you may be watching NCAA basketball. Some of you may be watching some of the other great YouTube sports game channels here. Whatever you're doing tonight, enjoy, and enjoy in good health. We'll be back tomorrow morning, for those of you so inclined, with another episode of My Journey with Jesus. Tomorrow, as we take a look at Psalm 122. We'll also be back on the channel next weekend with more action from Heartland Championship Wrestling, and we hope you all will tune in. Bear805, Dwayne Martz, Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, thank you all for the kind words. Neil Lau, Michael Brada, Mark Ferguson, Kathy Evans, Jay Randis, Sports Time Machine, Philip Reynolds, thank you one and all for coming out tonight to the Dave Cave for wrestling action from the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. From the Dave Cave, this is Dave Little signing off. That's our stream, and I am out of here.